Hey guys, Richard the Filmmaking Fan 279 here, and I'm just gonna do a real quick response video to the Shadow Readers video that came out last year, The Land Before Time Creepypasta, the original ending. Now, it was an interesting video. I didn't even know they would make a video like that. Now here's what he said last. If you're one of those types of people who don't like those endings, then this version's not for you. Let me explain myself. I am not a guy who likes those types of endings, with the main protagonist dying with the antagonist. I'm more with the antagonist dying alone and the protagonist gets to live. I don't know what kind of idea that was. But yeah, that is a very, very better ending, with the protagonist being able to live. And sometimes I like endings where the antagonist was able to be redeemed and he's no longer evil. That's another ending I like. So anyway, now he said that the ending was with when Sharptooth was about to fall in the water, he grabbed Littlefoot's tail and pulled him down with him in the water. His friends raced down to rescue him, but he was found dead, floating on the water. Sarah is the most one upset about this. They find their way to the Great Valley, they're reunited with their families, they tell Littlefoot's grandparents about what happened, and then the ending of the film is with Littlefoot being reunited with his mother in heaven, and then it ends with some credits. The moment after he said all that, I paused the video. I was thinking to myself, what was I hearing? And then I went outside on the front porch, and then I just kind of had to picture what it looked like in my head, then went back and watched the rest of the video. Now, he said that he found that VHS with that ending at a Goodwill for 50 cents. But he didn't really describe what the artwork looked like. He only described what the tape looked like. It was a piece of paper with font words of the title of the movie held with some tape. I think you can tell that that's a demo of the film, or a bootleg. But I consider that to be a demo of the film. But anyway, he said that when he wrote to Don Bluth wrote back to him that was going to be the original ending. But Steven Spielberg told him to cut it out of the film because it was too dark. So what Don Bluth did is that he made VHS copies with that ending and then decided to cut it out and replace it with a new ending, which is the ending we got. Let me say this. Don Bluth was going a psycho route with that ending. I mean, what was he thinking? Like, why did he want the main protagonist to die? You want to know why it would have been a bad idea? Because he's a frickin' child, for God's sake. I don't get it. And I'm glad Steven Spielberg was able to identify that was dark, because Steven Spielberg had made the smartest move than Don Bluth with that movie. But it wasn't just Steven Spielberg that said it was too dark, it was also George Lucas. I mean, he said some of the scenes included that ending were too dark, and that they needed to be cut out as well. And he also mentioned that was the same reason extra 10 minutes of footage was cut from the film. But that extra 10 minutes of footage wasn't in that version he made. That he got. So, yeah, let me say this. I don't understand, but if that ending actually happened, that would have it wouldn't be an immortal masterpiece, it would have just been an immortal essential classic. Because it has a dark ending. It would have been one of the darkest kids movies ever made. But I don't know. I don't think the protagonist of the film dying with the antagonist is a good idea for the way to end a film, especially if the protagonist is a child. I just don't understand it. Now, I don't know if this is real or not, but I can assume it's real. But Shadow Reader, if you're watching this, please just upload the clip of that ending so I could see what it looks like. I know it's not good for me, But you know what? I still want to see it. What it would have looked like. So here are my final thoughts. Don Bluth would have turned himself into a psycho of animated films if he did that. He was going to ruin the movie with a bad ending. And basically, yeah. I'm glad we ended up with the ending we got today. And I'm just glad we never got to see that ending in theaters. But what I don't like is that Don Bluth made VHS copies. And I sure hope I find a VHS copy of that one day. But Shadow Reader, just describe what the artwork looks like, and then I'll understand if it's that version. And also, really good video. Really liked it. And I can believe it too. That would have made me cry. That ending would have made me cry. If that was even the real ending. But yeah, I'm putting the link to Shadow Reader's video in the description box for you guys to see. So anyway, I'm out. That's my video. That's all I have to say for my response of The Land Before Time Creepypasta, the original ending. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Richard the Filmmaking Fan 279 here saying goodbye, and subscribe to my channel to get Pattersonized.